All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome. This is part 2 of our freebie by Ellie Marks. The link will be in the description. I think you do have to join her group to get the freebie if you are interested. So I think I'm going to start with the sky tonight, and I am actually going to do something a little different. So if you have a different plan, go for it, but I will zoom in to show you this. I think I'm going to do a full moon perfectly around my witch and then go light to dark. So I will pull you in and we will get started and see what we can make happen. All right, so hopefully you can see. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Okay, sorry about all that wiggling. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my stencil on. I am going to chop a little bit of the moon off, I think, just barely. And I'm going to try to make sure this is as centered as possible, witch-wise. I want the witch in the center. So you could also move it up like this if you want. Just remember that this is going to be chopped off regardless. So I think this looks a little better. Okay, and this might sound silly, but I'm going to take my white gel pen, my goodness, tricolored pencil, Prismacolor, and I'm going to put it in. Now, I know white seems silly, but you can see it and it won't interfere with anything else because, as you'll see, that's a tricky part. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to very carefully here, keeping our roundness, pull that white out just a little for the glow effect. Now I am going to add a little bit of character to the moon with some craters, but for now I am mainly just trying to get the glow around it. Okay, then we are going to take cloud blue and same thing. Now this process will be a lot of switching back and forth pencils. So this requires a little bit of patience, but I think the effect is well worth it. It might be a little much for this page because there's kind of a lot going on, but I still thought it was a good page to show, especially with Halloween and all the full moons coming up and things. I thought it was a good page to show it on. So our two main concerns here are 1, keep it round, and 2, keep it even. So we don't want this side bigger or further out than this side, and we don't want to lose our shape. Okay, so white and cloud blue so far, and if you need to, all the way through, you can take, different circles and lightly draw your colors around, and that will just kind of help you keep things even as well. So, I feel like this spot up here is a little high, but we're going to work with it for a minute. Perfection is not absolutely necessary because we're going to do a whole lot of blending, but still a little important. So we're going to go over that cloud blue just a little, and then we're going to come out a little ways. I am not going to do anything with these clouds just yet. Just going to work around them. Okay, so we're going to draw a pretend line. And if you want a smaller glow so that more of your sky is darker, just shorten up how wide I'm doing these. Just shorten them up a little, and that will help with that. I am just mainly trying to keep my darker toward the edges, especially with this cat. So, finger. This is not 100% accurate, but it gives me a good idea, and then it's always easier to add than take away. So That's why I do that. Okay. So again, I feel like I feel like we're still a little lopsided here. Okay, I like that a little better anyway. Okay, then we are going to go 70%, yes, 70% cool gray. And notice I'm not blending anything together yet. This is all just laying in colors. Okay. So I am going to come over this blue just a little. Just kind of help start blending and getting the effect here. Okay. And as you can see, I'm going to start going outwards. So I don't necessarily have to keep my circle feel now. But I do want to make sure I have this color in everywhere. Okay, next we're going to go 90% cool gray, which feels pretty close to black. Okay, this process will take a little bit working around the tree. However, I have done this before and I have learned I did not want to put my tree in first, because if I hit it with any of these colors, the brown will mix in with my sky colors, and I don't like that either. So I'm just going very loosely around the tree for now, so you don't have to watch me do all those tiny little branches. I don't want to forget around this cat here. Now he will be a black cat, but he will have enough color variation, he will stand out. So don't worry about losing him in the sky. I did plan for that, to work around him some. Okay, and then your very edges, and you kind of want to make sure you have the same. So my darker gray will come out a little further, and my black will come in from the edge. So again, I will save this side and do it off camera just so I can work around the branches. Try not to get your leaf, especially with black, because we want those to stand out as well. And we want to put our black in. There's another cloud up there we kind of want to watch out a little bit for. As you can see, just very sloppily, oh, kind of, if I'd stay on camera, very sloppily just putting it in for now. Okay, so now here is the tedious part. You get the idea of what we're going for. Now we're gonna grab our white. We want to get rid of that blend line. We don't want to see where the white and the blue meet at all. Small circular motions. Okay. Now we're going to grab our cloud blue. And you might have to go over each of these a couple times. Small circular motions. I'm not touching that gray at all with this pencil. Okay. I'm going to pull you in just a little closer. Okay. This is going to look a little wild this close up, but you can kind of see how we lose the moon a little and the glow is coming out. So then we are working, oh, don't skip colors, cerulean blue. Small circles, especially when you hit from blue to gray. Now see, like right here, this is where I said you might have to come in and blend them a little more again. We're just going to keep working it for a minute. Get a nice little layer of that blue and gray going here. Okay, onto this side. Small circular motions, and hopefully I'm not rocking my camera too bad. I've tried to sturdy it some, but sometimes when I pull it down to show a little closer, it gets a little wobbly. Okay. Okay, just kind of taking a minute to look at it, see if we're centered. You can really see my blend lines on this side. We don't want that at all. These guys don't have blend lines. Okay. So you can see how I worked those out, and we're just gonna keep on working. So that was 70. I'm actually gonna pull just the gray out now. I will clean my owl up too. I know he's getting kind of gray, but he won't be. Okay, same thing. I want to make sure I pull this gray out. Especially around this kitty here. Try not to hit that leaf. All right. Now we're gonna go 90. I think this sky really matches the house well. If I could get it all in, of course. Again, just going loosely around the tree for now. I will come back with a fine point and touch it up. Not on camera, but I'm just giving you an idea here of how it's gonna look. Okay, so this will be this 70% as well. And then we will go black. Now, your black doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to come back with this 70, not the 90. I'm going to turn this just a little so you can kind of see. And around these these clouds and things, I'm going to touch up a little bit with the lighter color. Now on this side I don't have a whole lot to touch up because I haven't put a whole lot around the cloud yet, but okay. So that's kind of going to be the sky for a minute anyway. Till I go back and touch everything up a little more. But basically you just keep blending your colors until you are happy with it. Okay, so this witch, I am going to take a marker or a fine point pen, whatever works for you, and I'm just going to black her out because I think that this black witch in the middle of this beautiful white glowing moon would be perfect. If you want purple, orange, green, go for it. Go whatever works for your page. So this is an Arteza Ink Conic. These are 0.4 millimeter tips. So I really like these for fine lining and final touches. I have used them on top of pencil and so far they work really well. For what I need anyway. But I do not do a huge amount of black over wax pencils, so usually eyes and whiskers and things, bugs. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna get our broom handle here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just do this, even though it's already black, just so they are the same shade of black. Make sure my circles are nice and round. And there we have our sky with the witch right in the middle. I'm not going to do anything with the clouds just yet, and I'm going to let that dry before I put any craters or anything in it. So for now, let's see, 18, we are doing good. I'm going to jump down to these bushes. Too far, sorry. So, keeping theme. Okay, I'm actually going to do the porch. Hold on one second. Okay, so we were a little closer than we needed to be for the porch. So, and the reason I'm going to do that is because I have a really nice black and blue theme going on here. And for the moment, I'm undecided if what color I want to do these. So I'm going to do the porch and stick with that. So, I'm going to turn this a little. Sorry, we're still learning the rules of Mom's desk here. This is the 70% cool gray. Oh. No, this is 90. I knew that wasn't right when I said it. Okay. And so the little lines that she has already put in, I am just following those with the fine tip of my pencil that I kind of tried to sharpen. I know, but you can't be up there right now. No, you can't. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Same thing on this one, and I am going to darken around the bush. Right off the bat, I'll just go ahead and do that now so that it's built in. Just following all these little shade lines here. Bringing some down a little further if need to. I'm going to shade around this pumpkin. Of course, under my witch's dress, which I have not decided the color on. So if you are joining in, you can let me know the color of your witch's dress. Okay, under this pumpkin, I got a little spot here. Good thing there was pumpkins there. And then I am going under all these leaves. Even though they go off the page, I'm just going to make it like that is the end of those. I am not 100% sure what kind of plant these are. Originally, I was going to go green with the red berries in the middle. And then I was like, man, that feels really Christmassy. And then I was going to go orange and yellow and red, which I still might do. But then I feel like that's really bright with all the black and blue I have going. So I'm a little undecided there. So I figure maybe if I come in with some other colors, the rest will fall into place. Nothing has to be decided right away. That's usually how I end up with a million whips. I plan the first part and then the second half not so much. Have a dinosaur page like that. I colored a whole bunch of pretty colorful dinos and didn't plan for the rest of the page. So okay, now I'm going to take 70%. Now I'm going to not come out too far because I want the actual and actually her house probably isn't made of cement, but we're going to roll with it for now. I just want this to be shadow colors for now. Maybe I could even do these purple or like a dark red and get real Halloween with it. Things I don't know what they are anyway. I feel like that might be a good option. Maybe we'll have some purple plants. Okay. And I'm kind of going sideways on this just to blend it a little. If you want to go down like this, you can. It will keep it when you blend in your next lightest color. I guess I could do that and show you. So just kind of bringing it down. So I'm following what was put in. I'm going to try to get a lot of work done on these color alongs so everyone has something to do next weekend. Saturday at least I will be MIA as we have homecoming, and it's my son's first homecoming as a freshman with a date, so we are all super excited. So that will probably take up my Saturday night unless I'm super nervous and worried and I need to sit here and color. But I think you will have a blast. Okay, 20% cool gray, kind of like I did up here, but without the black. I'm sorry if you can hear my two kitties wrestling on the couch. She's not hurting him. She just wants to give him a bath, and he doesn't want bath time. He wants to play. And it makes her mad because she's never had a baby of her own, so she is mother hen. She is great with our fosters. But the fosters are like, no bath time. Okay. So make sure I get everything blended out nice here. Now this concrete is very smooth looking, which I don't love for concrete. So this will be the part where I will come in and maybe just add, you know, nothing huge, no dark, huge gashes, nothing like that. Just some scuffs to help kind of just give it a little less smooth feeling. If they're a little harsh, you can blend them out. Not harsh enough, darken them up. Try not to blend them out. Okay, sorry about that. I had to put him away so she would quit. Time to drag him to bed. Okay. So, that's going to be my concrete, my sky so far. Now, on these edge pieces, I'm going to leave them rather dark on the edges. This one's going to be dark here and here because it's kind of like shadow from the pumpkin. I'm not going to use the 20% light gray. I'm just going to use this one all the way across. No, he's in bed. Shh. Now she's going to walk around and meow because she didn't see me put him in bed. And she thinks her baby's lost. Okay, and then if we lost that ledge at all, we will come back with our dark color. Darken that back up. If you want a little on the top, go for it. That's personal preference of the look you like. Okay, you can see where I got a little wild here, so I'm just going to blend it out like nothing ever happened. Do that sometimes. Blend to hide the mistakes. Nobody will ever know. Okay. Tiny spot. I'm not putting it in for color. I'm putting it in to make it look a little worn. I'm going to sharpen this. It's just kind of putting that line back in at the top because I do think I like that line. Keeps the step there a little more clear. Same with underneath. If I lost it, which I did because that pencil is super soft. And I think I am going to go with some nice dark purple flowers. I don't know what they're supposed to be, but that's what's calling to me. All right, so that is going to be part 2. Let me pull you out. All right, so there's where we are. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope the sky was something new and you learned something, because that was a really neat effect I wanted to share. Questions, comments, leave them down below, and I hope to see you for part 3. Thanks for watching.